Okay, on the spotlight that the ASL is working.
Thank you. And also, yes, the meeting will be recorded, so we can share the recording with those who were unable to attend live. We are also joined by my colleagues Luisa and Daniel, and my name is Anna Jacobs. I am the program manager for the electric bike incentive program. So this is how you can access the interpretation channel. Again, ASL interpretation is spotlighted. If at the end during Q&A session you will have a question in your channel, we will bring back you back to the main room, and so interpreter can convey the question to us. So with that, Boston e-bikes incentive program is a new pilot program launching in a few weeks, next month. It is ARPA funded pilot program. ARPA is a federal grant, COVID relief funding. The main goals of our program are to provide economic assistance in a form of a discount voucher. We're planning to support about 1,000 Boston residents in purchasing a personal electric bike. We will also support local bike shops, and we will evaluate the impact of this pilot program. Some benefits to residents in riding a bicycle overall, any bicycle. So biking increases mobility, your ability to access local destinations such as parks, grocery stores, and nearby neighborhoods. Biking enhances well-being, and it is also a social thing to do. You get to ride with others. The benefit of this program to a resident is that we will provide a significant financial assistance towards purchase of an electric bike. Benefits of electric bikes on top of just getting you places and being with others and being outdoors. Electric bicycle it is a pedal assist that makes it for an easier riding, especially riding up hills. It gets you around faster, and also it gets you to local destinations and even a little bit further destinations faster. So for this electric e-bike incentive program, we are serving three groups: seniors age 60 and up, adults with chronic or permanent disabilities, and income eligible residents who are at or below 40% of AMI, average media income. If you're curious where it is, 40% of AMI, so this is based on a household size, your annual income. So those who apply for this program, and if you're selected for a voucher, you will be required to upload a supporting documentation. For all residents, we will be asking a proof of identity. So one of the following listed documents, a government issued document. Also, all applicants will be required to have a proof of residency. So just one of the following list of documents will be required if you're selected for a voucher.
Do you need to meet all three of the requirements you listed, or just one of them? Being 60 or older and...
Just one of them. Thank you for your question. We will have a Q&A session at the end, but yes, you just have to represent one of them. If you are a senior and low income, that's great. Your voucher will be a little bit higher, but generally you have to represent one of the three groups. So then, additionally, if somebody is applying in a group of adult with disability, we will be requiring one of the three documents to support that. And if somebody is applying as a low-income applicant, one of these four documents we will be accepting as a proof of income. What kind of bicycles will be eligible for this incentive? So standard electric bikes, like in a picture here, they look like regular bike. They have two wheels, maybe three wheels, and they may have a basket or a rack, but basically it's for a single rider not carrying big load. They are either class 1 or class 2 electric bikes, so they have a pedal assist that assists you up to a certain speed, depending on a bike manufacturer. All that information depends on the bike you're looking at. These vouchers will also be funding cargo electric bikes. Cargo electric bikes have an additional load carrying capacity, whether it's a passenger load, like in a picture here, or a cargo load, making a bigger box. Usually cargo bicycles have an extended frame and a published low weight carrying capacity published on the frame. And then finally, we will also be supporting adaptive electric bikes and powered wheelchair hand cycle attachments for adults with disabilities looking or in a need for this special type of bicycles. Some other things to consider if you are interested in electric bike, and I assume you or somebody you know are since you're here, are a few factors. First, electric bikes do weigh more than regular standard bikes. They weigh somewhere starting at 40 pounds and up. Cargo electric bicycles weigh even higher. Unlike this picture shows here, you cannot just lift and go with it. It's quite heavy, and it is not designed to be carried holding up. So one thing to consider is, do you have an easy place to store it, wheel it in, or is there an elevator access to where you will be storing it? Another thing to consider is the battery. You will be required to be charging the battery when your battery runs out. Some types of models of electric bikes have an external battery that comes out, like in a picture here, a woman showing her battery in her hand. The yellow bicycle in the picture has a built-in battery, so you would bring the plug-in charger to it to charge it. There's battery safety charging tips that we will be sharing information with all who are receiving and redeeming voucher. That also considering that you don't want to have it plugged the whole time. When you purchase an electric bike, the chargers come with the batteries, and we will be also funding the bicycles that are UL certified that have a special certification for the battery safety rating. So our vouchers will not be supporting DIY conversion homemade kits or the batteries and bikes that do not have that certification. And then another thing to consider is the storage. If you become an owner of such bicycle, do you have a good place to store it? Because it's heavy, right? Do you have a garage or a canopy in a backyard, or somewhere where you can have it safely stored under all kinds of weather elements? The bike can be in a sun, it can be in the rain, it can be in a snow, but if it's in the weather elements all year round, it will degrade the quality of the bike faster, of the battery faster. And then also consider safety of your bicycle. The electric bikes are at a higher point price, and think about a theft. You want to make sure you have it secured overnight, stored. So another things to consider is the starting point of the electric bike is higher than a standard bike. It's starting at about 1,200 for a good quality bicycle. The cargo electric bikes and adaptive bikes and wheelchair hand cycle attachments are even at the higher prices. The vouchers that the residents will receive will be covering a big portion of the cost. I will in a moment share the amounts of vouchers, the dollar amounts, but the applicant will be responsible to cover the rest of the cost of the electric bike, whether out of pocket or seeking additional funding. The vouchers will not be covering cost of taxes or transportation costs if you're purchasing bike and then would like to have it delivered to you. Incentive amounts. So the vouchers will be ranging from $800 to $2,400 towards the purchase of the electric bike itself. And then every voucher recipient will receive a second voucher that will be worth $150 that will be for safety cycling equipment such as helmets, bike locks, lights, air pump. There will be a list of things listed that you can apply your safety equipment voucher. So this is a chart that explains the voucher amounts. To the left of it, you see standard and rolling application, and I will talk about these types of applications in a moment. But looking, self-identifying, or somebody you have in mind where what eligibility group they're representing and what type of bicycle they're looking for, you can see what would be the value of your electric bicycle voucher. I will hold this for a half minute for you to all look. And again, this is a pilot program. So these are the voucher amounts we will be sharing in this round of application in August. We do reserve the right in the second round of applications to potentially adjust the value if we see the need. All right, going further. Please note that the program will not distribute vouchers on a first come, first served basis, which means when the application's open, you don't need to rush to get your application first in. We will have an application period open for almost 2 weeks for all eligible groups. I will talk in a moment about it, but anytime at that point where you apply, you will be entered into the pool for the lottery for the vouchers. There are two types of applications. So for all eligible groups, if you're looking for electric standard bike or cargo electric bike, the standard process will open on Monday, August 12th, and that period will be open until Saturday, August 24th. You self-identify that you qualify based on the eligibility listed. You fill in a simple application form. You will need to have a working email to do that. And then when the application window closes on August 24th, 11:59 p.m., we will do a lottery. It's a digital lottery, an algorithm that will select randomly who receives a voucher and who is not. You will receive notification in any case, whether you are invited, selected for a voucher, or whether you are on a wait list. Those who are invited to receive a voucher will need to submit will need to complete the application and submit supporting documentation, which I mentioned earlier. So all proof of residency, proof of ID, if applying as a low-income, proof of income, and if applying as an adult with chronic or permanent disability, proof of that. Our program administrator will review all the documents, make sure all look good. We'll review within 10 days, and then you receive your voucher. Digital unique code only can be used once, sent to your email. You will have 3 months or 90 days to redeem the voucher at one of the participating bike shops. I will mention a little later who are the participating bike shops. So this is a standard process. Again, Monday, August 12th to Saturday, August 24th. For adults with chronic or permanent disabilities who are looking for either powered hand cycle wheelchair attachment or an adaptive bike modified to their needs, we will have a slightly different process. We call it rolling process, rolling application. This application opens on August 5th and closes on Thursday, September 5th. So it's a 1 month long application process. Applicants register and submit their supporting documentation all at once. Our program administrator reviews the documents. Once we verify all looks good, we invite you to join a bike fitting session. The bike fitting session is where an applicant can try different bikes or try the powered wheelchair hand cycle attachment, help get modified to the needs. And then after the completion of this bike fitting session, we release the voucher and the resident will have 4 months or 120 days to redeem it at the participating bike shop. Rolling process again is Monday, August 5th to Thursday, September 5th. This is a round one applications in August. We will do a second round in the spring of 2025. Participating bike shops. So where will you be able to redeem the voucher if you are selected? So we are currently continuing to confirm who are participating bike shops. Participating bike shops will be trained on redeeming the voucher. The voucher is a point of sale voucher. So the shop gives you discount and then gets reimbursed. The shop gets reimbursed. So you don't have to come up for the full amount of the cost of the bike. You use the voucher as a discount. For at least the duration of this pilot program, this will only include brick and mortar shops located in Boston, Metro Boston area. So currently confirmed participating bike shops are listed here. Addie's Bike World in West Roxbury, Ashman Cycles in Dorchester. Bike On is out of state, but they are working with adults with disabilities and they're really, really good in what they do. Bikes Not Bombs in Jamaica Plain, Quad Cycles, Farinas, Cambridge Bicycle, Revolution Bicycle, and some of the Landry's bicycle shops. There might be more, so when the applications launch, we will have a full list of participating bike shops. The official programs page is boston.gov/ebikes. When applications open, it is where the access of where you can access applications. There will be a portal that will be living on this official page that will take you for you to complete your application. You're welcome to sign up for our newsletter if you haven't yet, and you're welcome to continue attending info sessions, virtual and in person, and the related events. So some of the info sessions happening now and next month, we're tabling at different events. Say hi if you see us at some of the event in person. We have the virtual info sessions such as this one. We will have another one on Monday, August 12th. It will be similar. It will go over, it will give an overview of the program, but I will also provide a demo of how to fill an application. If you or somebody would like to attend it and needs an accommodation, please reach to us by August 1st at ebikes@boston.gov. And then we will also have Try an E-Bike events, free events where you can come and try different types of electric bikes. Try cargo electric bike or a standard electric bike. If you are needing an adaptive bike, we will have adaptive bikes at these events as well. So the 3 confirmed dates for these Try an E-Bike events are Thursday, August 15th, Saturday, August 17th in Mattapan. The first one is in City Hall Plaza, and the third one is also at the City Hall Plaza on Friday, August 23rd. This, you may notice, is parallel to the time when applications are open. So if you will need an in-person help with applications, we can also help you at these events. The time of the events is not yet confirmed, but will be soon. You can also meet some of the participating bike shops at these events. And then additionally to the events, we will have help with applications in person. We do have a customer service that will be available every day during business hours, so call or email. But the virtual demo of the how to fill application will be virtually on August 12th at noon. And then in-person help with applications will be on Wednesdays, listed these days. Drop-in 9 to 5 p.m. at the City Hall Plaza, room 721. Something to know, this is a pilot program. And so what it means is our funding is limited. It is only for the 2 rounds for these 2 years. Connecticut, Denver, Worcester, and other cities have done e-bike programs like this one and have had success and have been able, in some cases, to continue as they attract more funding. So because our funding is limited, our program is paired with an evaluation, which will include surveys, focus groups, and experiential interviews, mileage tracking, and broader data sets. So basically, there's a study going on to see if this program works. So voucher recipients can participate in our study by sharing how much miles you have ridden on your bike, join a focus group or be interviewed directly, take a few follow-up surveys within the next 2 years. Some of these activities will include compensation. So if you receive a voucher, we hope you join this study so we can learn from resident experience with this program. How can you join the study? So your application, as you fill in for survey, will have a question whether you would like to join the focus groups. So now you know why there will be this question. If you are interested or curious, consider answering yes. We will not immediately enroll you. We will make sure it works, arrangements works for you. Now, if you watched this presentation to this point and you're like, well, I'm not sure I want an e-bike anymore, or maybe, you know, somebody you had in mind, not sure it's the best fit. We do like to mention Blue Bikes, which is a public bike share system in our city and bordering municipalities. So we currently own over 250 stations in the city of Boston, and together with our neighboring municipalities, it's over 400 stations. You may have seen that there are these 2 different visually looking bikes. So the blue bikes are regular acoustic standard bike you pedal with your power. These silver futuristic looking like blue bikes are electric blue bikes. They joined the system a little bit over a half year ago, and they are pedal assisting the riders for up to 18 miles per hour speed. If you reach 18 miles per hour, it ceases to assist. You're still pedaling, you're still going. It just doesn't get you go to a crazy speed. Some things, it has built-in lights, so you are visible whether you're riding, if you're riding in a darker time. Has a screen that shows you how much charge is on a battery. Please note that residents do not need to charge these. And then all of them have seats go up and down so you can adjust it to your height. If you are a City of Boston resident, we have a Boston Bikes Pass, which is a discounted annual membership to use Blue Bikes. So if you, it's either $60 a year, or if you meet income guidelines, it's $5 a year. And it gives you 0 cents a minute for the regular bike rides, which you take a bike for 45-minute ride. As your 45 minutes come to a close, you dock it and you can take it again, and you can go all year. And it gives you a discounted rate for these electric bikes. So some benefits to a Blue Bike membership is you don't need to maintain the bike. You don't need to worry about the safe storage, carrying it up to your apartment. So things to consider here. For income eligibility, if you wonder if you may be qualifying, if you qualify for one of these programs, you do qualify for the income eligible $5 a year Blue Bike. This is another way for Blue Bikes, higher threshold income levels. So if you're there or below, you're also eligible for the discounted Blue Bike membership. So that is the end of my slides and presentation. I'm gonna stop sharing in a moment. So if you have any questions, ebikes@boston.gov, feel free to email. We will open it to questions now. So stopping to share. And yeah, you're welcome to either type your questions in the chat. If you would like to mute, you're welcome to raise the hand. And then we'll take it from there. Barbara, are you raising your hand? Yes, you are. You're welcome to unmute yourself and ask the question. Okay, Barbara, I still see you muted. Oh yeah, okay, go ahead.
I'm good now. Okay. I want to know the difference with a standard blue bike and an electric bike. What's the difference?
You wanna understand the difference?
Yeah,
Okay. From a regular, so blue bike specific or generally?
generally.
Okay. So thank you for your question. What is the difference between standard bike and electric bike? So
Right.
standard bike, you use your own power of your legs to pedal. Electric bike, you still pedal, but it has a built-in motor and a battery powers your pedaling. So it becomes much more effortless to bike. You push the pedal and you go faster. The electric bike comes with this additional battery that you will need to charge, but it gets you further faster, uphill easier. It also, if it has a basket or if it's a cargo bike, you can load it with more things and therefore you can move around more things easier. So again, it is boosting your riding experience. It is heavier. Electric bike is more sturdy and heavier. Sometimes it even has thicker tires. So it is not like, you cannot lift it into somewhere easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So which is best for a beginner? Like I am now learning to ride a bike. So which is best? I would think maybe a standard blue bikes, but I don't know. Maybe you could help me with that.
Yeah, if you are a new learner, get comfortable on a regular bike first. And
Right.
then when you feel comfortable, when you can, when you can control how steady you go, if you can look over your shoulder, maybe are able to signal, it is a good moment to try an electric bike, maybe try an electric blue bike first, or join one of our try an e-bike events and try a bike in a closed space in a parking lot or on the City Hall Plaza to experience that difference. For those who are not afraid of going faster, it is quite joyful when you try electric bike because it especially up hills, you're pedaling, but you're going uphill. Hopefully that answers your question.
Thank you. It did.
Thank you. Lynn, you have your hand up. Let's see. Let's see, Lynn, if you're still open to asking your question.
Sorry, I was wondering how we signed up for the in-person testing of the bikes. You mentioned that there were several opportunities to go in person and just try them.
Yes. It will be drop-in style. It will be about 2.5 hour long events. So all of them will be about 2.5, 3 hour long drop-in style events. Just join us. If you see that the weather is iffy, check back on the website or give us a call. There will be information to make sure they're happening. We hope that there will be no major weather cancellations we need to work with, but that's why we have already 3 scheduled for August.
All right. Well, with that in mind, how do we know where and when to drop in?
Yes, so the August 15th and August 23rd will be at the City Hall Plaza. City Hall Plaza, between JFK building and the Green Line Government Station.
City Hall Plaza. I'm just trying to keep up with you. City Hall Plaza. And what were the times? I got the date and the place.
We haven't announced the times yet, so check
Oh,
back
okay.
in about a week on the boston.gov e-bikes. We will have times. It's likely going to be late afternoon.
Okay, and
Early.
8:15 and 8:23.
Yes, those are both on City Hall Plaza. And the third one, Saturday, August 17th, will be in Mattapan, at Mildred School's parking lot. It is very close to Mattapan Public Library branch. 5 Mildred Avenue is address.
5 Mildred Avenue. Thank you.
And you're welcome to join all three of them. I mean, it might be the same bikes, but yeah, hopefully that answered your question.
Thank you.
Okay, I saw some hands up, but I see that they're down, so I'm gonna check back in the chat. So yes, I see your question, Lynn. Can I please repeat how long after August 12th they will share results? Do you mean the lottery results? I'm assuming that's the question. If not, type clarify. But so the applications will be open August 12th, thank you, to August 24th. Anytime there, apply. It doesn't matter if you first applied or last applied. We will close the application window, and then we will do the raffle, the lottery distribution of vouchers. We will announce them on Monday the 26th, is when you will receive an email whether you are selected for a voucher or whether you're on a wait list. If you're on a wait list, you continue checking email if depending how fast things will with people uploading documents go. We don't know exactly when we may be in communication. At some point, when we have distributed all round vouchers, people who are on a wait list will receive the notification that the round 1 has completed. Nancy is asking, can electric bike be adjusted if someone is a shorter adult? It will depend on what, yes, the seats go up and down, but it will depend on a bike for depending what bikes the participating bike shops have. For a smaller statured adult, maybe an adaptive bike may be an option. Again, depending what participating bike shops will have and what models they will have, what bike models they have. I'm reading next question about the blue bike. So there's a question about how can you apply for a blue bike, Boston Bikes Pass, and my colleague Luisa in a chat shared a form. If you're interested to apply, there's a Google form link. So click on that. Please note that it's only for City of Boston residents. Like this program, Boston e-bikes incentive program, the City of Boston residency is required. Okay.
Oh, you can't apply to this program if you're not, if you're a Cambridge resident?
With this Boston e-bikes incentive program, you cannot. However, the City of Cambridge will be launching a similar program. This, I don't know exactly when, probably within a half year. It's not going to be, their funding is smaller. We are in conversations with the City of Cambridge, and I don't know their eligibility criteria. It's going to be a slightly different program, but something for you to keep an eye on. The City of Cambridge will have this program, similar program, and then the state of Massachusetts within about a year will also be launching a similar incentive program. Okay. Yeah, so any other questions? Yes, Barbara. Okay, we're waiting for you to be unmuted.
Am I good?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question. I was trying to send an email, but I didn't. I think it doesn't go through. But I just want to clarify. Is the standard blue bike included with a voucher if you qualify?
No, those are two different programs. Yeah,
Oh,
those are two different
okay.
programs. I'm just I like to mention blue bikes because sometimes residents learn that, oh yeah, I didn't think that the bike is quite heavy, or actually I don't know, I'll be moving and I won't have a safe storage space for electric bike. And so I like to mention blue bikes as an alternative option to have a personal bike, any bike, because you don't need to worry about where to store it. You don't need to maintain it. If something sounds like it's off, you dock the bike into the bike station. You note the little button that something is off with the bike, and you're not responsible to maintaining your blue bike. It is there for you to do trips around the city and neighboring municipalities. We like to think about blue bikes as this alternative public transit system because it's over 200 stations in the city, so it can get you from points to points, quite everywhere in the city and even beyond it. Yeah,
So
so
that
but
is not, so that is not included for the voucher, only electric bikes,
correct.
correct? All
The
right, I got
voucher
it.
is, yes, the voucher is given to residents who are looking to own a personal electric bike yeah.
Okay,
And the blue bikes is there for all to use as an alternative public bike share system.
okay. Well, that answer my questions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, any other questions? And again, if you join later, I will be sending the recording with respective interpretations as well to all who registered. So if you missed the beginning, you can watch it in the recording later. If any other questions, we are here for you.
Oh, can I just ask, when did you say the program, you said this program is only available for Boston residents. When did you say the program for Cambridge would launch?
They don't have a date yet, potentially within the next half year. Yeah,
Okay.
they're a little bit behind in developing it as a state, but we all are talking. We have a work group where we convene, but they haven't announced a date yet. You could reach City of Cambridge general transportation department and ask them to see if they have any updates or notify you when they do have updates. Okay, well, if there's no more questions, thank you all for your time and for your interest in this program. Again, there are more info sessions coming up and including another virtual one. And please consider joining us for the Try an e-bike events in August. The once again, applications will be open August 12th to August 24th for all. If you or somebody you know is interested in wheelchair hand cycle attachment or adaptive bike, the rolling application for adults with chronic or permanent disabilities is August 5th through September 5th and will include a bike fitting session. So we don't want to put you on a bike that is not easy to operate. So we want to make sure you get a right kind of adaptations, modifications for your needs. With that, I will stop the recording.